luck, Space Cadets. I know you can do it.
Chapter 1. A surprise in Professor Quacker's briefcase. Location? Just around the corner from the moon. Easy peasy, said Astrid, after the chief had disappeared from the screen with a fizzle. The edge of the Milky Way can't be that messy, can it? We'll have it ship-shape in a jiffy.
Zoink!
said Zoink, in a very giddy fashion. That's right, Zoink, agreed Astrid. We'll have a bright new shiny star for our star chart too. Beryl clapped her hands to her cheeks. She turned a shade of pink exactly 15 times brighter than her usual bright pinkness. Oh, I love gold stars, she cried. They're so bright and twinkly. And we're getting closer to getting the Great Galaxy Prize, said Astrid, looking at the star chart. Her eyes sparkled with excitement behind her glasses.
I wonder what the prize is, said Professor Quackers. I hope it's donuts.
All of the Space Cadets licked their lips and said, as they thought about donuts. Then it was time to get to work. Well, we'd better set off, said Astrid eagerly. She loved missions. Is everyone ready? Ready! shouted Beryl in her outdoor voice.
Zoink!
cried Zoink.
Ready!
honked Professor Quackers. Then let's go, said Astrid. And the Space Cadets all leapt into their seats and clicked their seatbelts. Zoink was the driver, so they took the controls and cried,
Zoink!
which meant yee-haw! Then they pressed a big red button on the dashboard labelled Hyperspeed. The spaceship shook. The spaceship wiggled. The Space Cadets held on tight. Then
3, 2, 1.
Whoosh! They blasted off across the galaxy. Just a few seconds later, because hyperspeed is very speedy, they had screeched to a halt at the very edge of the Milky Way. The Space Cadets peered out of the spaceship's windows. They all gasped. Oh, crikey! said Astrid. She cleaned her specs on her spacesuit and then took another look. Oh, dear! boomed Beryl. Goodness! quacked Professor Quackers.
Zoink!
said Zoink, which meant, oh bum, this is a disaster. And it was a disaster. Outside the spaceship, huge piles of space junk floated by. There were heaps of the stuff, mountains of it. There were bits of old satellites, rusty broken rockets, and even a great big ball of sweaty old socks. It was all out there being messy and untidy. Maybe this won't be so easy peasy after all, sighed Astrid. This will take ages to clean up, grumbled Beryl. But Professor Quackers held up a feather. He had 2 red patches on his cheeks, which meant that he was excited.
Worry not, he said. I've got an idea.
He grabbed his briefcase and scrabbled around in it. After some rummaging, he took out a very strange-looking object indeed.
This is the Shrink Blaster 10,000, he announced proudly. It's my latest invention. With a few blasts of this, all that space junk outside will be made teeny